It's your boy Bless right here. Uh, this podcast right here is pretty much, I'm just going to let you guys know what I'm all about, what this podcast is going to be about. I know I'm probably going to have one before this. That's going to be my first one that I did, when me and my boy Dave right here decided to get everything cracking. But, we just kind of were bullshitting, we were just shooting the shit and talking about random stuff. I don't even know, haven't even listened to it yet, so. But I just figured that right here I'll let you guys know, what it's gonna be all about, a little bit about me, where I grew up, what I'm all about, where I'm at mentally right now, and type of people I'm gonna be getting on the podcast. As for me, I'm mixed, black and Mexican. Grew up in San Gabriel Valley area, so it's always kind of been a little struggle, Never really accepted, but always been around, still solid. Um, Grew up in La Puente pretty much most of my life, chilling, fucking around, running amok, just being a little fucking badass fucker. Um, and yeah, luckily I was able to stay away from too much of the bullshit. I have a lot of homies that are dead. Have a homie that's serving life. Have a homie that has 2 strikes right now. And luckily, I was able to dodge all that, by the grace of God or universe, whatever, whoever's looking out for me. Um, and yeah, so, I mean, at this point in my life, I feel like I've kind of overcame so many obstacles. It's kind of at the point where, like, um, I feel like triumphant, I feel like I'm on top of the world, like, I've had so many bad things that I thought would have happened. I never thought I would have been here. Pretty much, growing up, I was supposed to be like dead or in jail here and that. So to be 30 years old with my own apartment, my own car, motorcycle, all that stuff.
You got your own podcast?
Oh, fuck, my own podcast now too, So shit's working out and it feels good, It feels good, makes me feel like pretty much like anything is possible, So that's kind of what I want to bring to this podcast right here. Like, pretty much that's a message that I want to get out to everyone that I'm going to try to bring on, Like, everyone I'm going to bring on, they're going to have that message that pretty much anything is possible, Whatever you want to do, you could do it. Pure positivity on this podcast. I've been doing construction since I was 18. Actually, before that, since I was like 16, 17, fucking dropped out of school early, started doing construction. And, that's pretty much been my life. I didn't really see anything other than just work and work. And that's pretty much it. Take care of the family, whatever, smoke weed, drink, party. Started doing mushrooms, I guess, and started getting more in touch with myself. It came before the mushrooms, though, honestly. Like, I was already kind of trying to get better myself mentally and stuff. I was happy with where I was at in life. I was appreciating everything. And it's weird, just the universe makes things work out certain ways that I'm at this point where I'm able to change my life around, Luckily, gave up like fucking bullshit sex with like random people, I'll still get it in, but gotta fucking but more making more wise decisions with who or whatever. And appreciate what Dave is doing right here, helping me out. We're both starting off as trying to do stand-up comedians, trying to make better lives for ourselves and for our families. And he seems like a real positive guy. And that's all this podcast is going to be bringing, This isn't going to be one of those bullshit podcasts where we just bullshit and talk about dumb shit all day and talk about gossip and shit like that. Like, if you want to be on this podcast, like, be ready to fucking, hopefully you're willing to get like a message, or something.
Have you came up with a name yet?
It's probably just going to be Blessed in the West.
Cool, man.
Blessed in the West podcast. Because around here, we're staying blessed. Staying blessed.
Dude, well, like I said, it's nice to meet you on your journey in this point. Seems like, yeah, I mean, you've shared a lot with me about your life and growing up, and yeah, man, I'm just happy that, you know, a lot of people don't ever get to that point where they start to question what they're doing. And I gotta tell you, man, living here in LA, it's like I didn't live here for like 10 years, and coming back here and being here is like, it's pretty tough for me to connect with people. I feel like there's a real like there's not a lot of awareness, like especially when it comes to like conscious ideas about community or communication. Like, I think one of the easy things for people to understand here is the inability to say no. Sometimes people, instead of saying no, they just kind of don't say anything, or they kind of change the subject.
Yeah.
And I think that comes from childhood, of like not being able to say no to your parents.
Yeah, it does. It does. I thought a lot about my childhood, you know. It's a trip you say that, because like, yeah, like I've been thinking about my childhood a lot, kind of like from, I guess, same thing, from mushrooms and acid or whatever, helps me reflect on my childhood. And I realized like I blocked out a lot of things, you know, after learning about this spirituality and learning different things and learning about blockages and blocking out your, you know, when I was younger.
Talk a little closer to the mic, bro, so we can hear you a little better. Or you can bring it over to you, that way you're a little more comfortable.
So yeah, when I was it's a trip to fucking, you know, yeah, it's a trip to fucking you know, like think about when I was younger, because I blocked a lot of that shit out. And like in reality, like, to be honest, I wasn't really raised like on love. I wasn't really raised on love. Like, I was just raised by the streets, like, so I didn't get that, you know, like how you were saying, you know, people don't have that like communication skills and shit like that, and because from when they were a child. And it's like, I could relate to that, because I don't really have those communication skills. Well, now I'm kind of learning them. Before, I mean, growing up, like you said, growing up in LA, growing up in like a rough area, me being biracial, hanging out with a certain community or whatever, or trying to be around certain community, I had to kind of prove myself more sometimes, which caused me to have to do more. Like, I mean, you know, like.
Yeah, dude, I think what you're saying, like, one thing I noticed coming back here is, like, I'll see an old friend of mine, and they seem to have like the same kind of talk. Like, like for example, today I was at this bud shop, and I was making small talk with a girl, and she says, I asked her, "How long have you been here?" And she's, "Oh, I've been here for a minute." And you know, like, I know what she's saying, but you know, like, if somebody doesn't know English that well and they tell you that they've been here for a minute, it's like, it's kind of confusing, you know? And I asked her, I was like, does that mean that you've been here for a while? And she goes, yeah, you know, laughing. but that's just like a small part of it. But I think there's like a, what is it called? Like a web, like all our minds are like kind of interacting with each other. Geez, I can't remember the name right now. Collective consciousness.
Oh yeah.
So everyone is like feeling each other.
Yeah.
Like, for example, programmers, they program at night because they say more people are asleep. So there's less people in the waking consciousness. And so it's like easier to concentrate. So your mind is a little more focused. But that's dope that you mentioned that collective consciousness, because like, I mean, that's kind of what they say is like going on right now, you know, like probably anyone that's listening to this podcast is going through that, like this phase of like, because there's a lot of people right now, like I know there's been people that, I mean, like you know, you've been kind of like living this life for like 10 years, you know, like you've been, but like, I mean, like right now there's like, as of 2020,
there's been a lot of people that are like kind of they've been taking more, they move more to like mushrooms and psychedelics, or they're moving to yoga. Like they move to like these things that enlighten their mind. So like there's a lot more people right now as a like you said, collective conscious. Everyone's kind of like awakening, you know? So it's cool, like you said, like it sucks to see some people are still in that like space, but it's dope that that like you said, collective consciousness, a lot of people are like learning right now, you know, like the same path that I'm on, a lot of people are on this path, you know, so it's dope to see that, like, so hopefully whoever's listening to this, they're probably on that path of like, oh shit, and like probably went through some of the shit that I went through or that we went through, or like whoever I'm gonna have on this podcast, like growing up rough or whatever, and having like to deal with this, that, being arrested or whatever, you know, and these traumas that you learn, or these like ways to cope that you learn as a child, and then fucking as an adult, I mean, they kind of fuck you up. Like for me, like my relationships have been fucked. Like I haven't had like a real solid relationship. Yeah, I haven't had like a real solid relationship. Like fucking, I mean, I've had real solid relationships.
But are you talking about with just people or women or
honestly
like
with
romance?
people? I was talking about with romance, but this is one thing I learned from my mushroom trip. Is I've never had anyone. It's always been me. I've never had anyone. Yeah, I've never had anyone. I don't have like a best friend from school. I don't have like a, like, you know, like when I, like a lot of people, they have like a best friend from when they were younger that they grew up with. Or, I mean, even like brothers and sisters. I mean, I have 2 younger sisters and 2 older brothers. I mean, my 2 younger sisters, they have a different dad. My 2 older brothers, they have a different dad. So I'm in the middle with my own dad. So I didn't have them really. I was always the outcast between my brothers and sisters. I was always an outcast. My mom, she kicked me out when I was 10 years old. Like 10 or 11 years old. My mom kicked me out to go live with my dad, who was fucking abusive. He would fuck me up. He would fuck my stepmom up. So, I mean, I was fucking 11, 12 years old in a house, like fucking pretty much like, yeah, like I would fucking get fucked up sometimes, or like what really did kind of traumatize me, I'm not gonna lie, like I get anxiety like when I see like couples fighting and shit, or like hearing him like fuck up my stepmom was fucking like pretty fucked up, because I remember like dealing with that shit from like a young age. So like me, I've never put hands on a chick. Like I've gotten abused by chicks before, and I've always managed to like chill out. But yeah, like, so that's pretty much like why I grew up how I did, you know, like from a young age, it was just me. Like I didn't have anyone to really guide me. I didn't have a mom saying I love you, a dad saying I love you. It was just like the streets. Like I just fucking, yeah, from when I was like, maybe like 8 years old, I would just fucking be out, like, take off, wake up in the morning, get on my skateboard, and I would be out fucking chilling with fools that were like 18 years old, 20 years old, like little ass kid. Fucking.
And what would be the message you would say to your little self? Like you mentioned there might be people listening that maybe are going through something similar, and
what would I say to my younger self? Shit. Just take it easy. Well, I don't know. I mean, my life is, I don't have any regrets. My life was wild. My life was wild as fuck. I've done a lot of things that I'm not proud of. A lot of things that I'm not proud of, I'm not happy about. I've gotten karma for. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I mean, if I really had to tell myself something, just take it slow, take it easy. When I was younger, I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck about anything. No consequences. I've never been one for authority, or like listen to what my parents said or what school said, what police said. None of that shit. Like whatever I wanted to do, fucking is what I was gonna do, you know? So.
And what about now? Are you still the non-compliant, with a non-compliant attitude?
To an extent. It depends what I'm trying to comply to. I comply to what the universe tells me to comply to. I don't comply to laws that the government imposes. I comply to what I feel is right and what's wrong.
I got a question for you. Is it okay? I'm
Oh
asking
yeah,
questions?
yeah. You're good. You're good. It's cool.
You ever hear people say less?
Say
Say
less.
less, yeah.
Like as like a yeah.
What does that mean?
Like say no more per se.
Ah, okay, there
Say
you go.
no
Say
more.
no more.
Say
That's
no
right.
more. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I just had a guy. I figured you might know. You're like,
You like the transition or the translation or what? Say
yeah.
no more.
I figured you might know.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you.
Yeah.
There was a guy. I told you I'm doing rideshare. You know, as my
Okay. Yeah.
my little hustle
Side
right
hustle.
now.
Yeah, side hustle.
And
Yeah.
there was a guy, and we're talking, we're shooting the shit, and he says, "Yeah, say less, brother, say less." And I'm like, "What does that mean?" Like,
He doesn't want me to talk anymore.
yeah, that's what I thought. Well, maybe I'm talking too much.
Yeah, say no more. But yeah, so that was like my childhood. I didn't have a great childhood growing up, and that was what I was saying. I was like 10 years old or whatever. By fucking 15 years old, I was already fucking selling weed. Got caught selling weed in my fourth day of freshman year. So yeah, I was already deemed the fucking black sheep of the family. Like boom, right.
And what
there.
do they tell someone that age? You must have been 14.
Yeah, like 14. I was at school. I got caught selling weed to a kid at school. They expelled me, sent me to what does who tell me? Like my parents or
Like what happened to you? In other words,
yeah, that fucked up my whole like life pretty much. Like not life, but like but like pretty much like they were like you're fucking terrible. You're a fucking piece of shit, you know? So I was like grounded like fucking from the beginning of high school like you know like and that's kind of where it comes from like my like rebellion, I guess you could say, cuz I mean I kind of already was, but like in high school I got caught, so they're like, "Oh, you're fucking you know, like, what the fuck? Like, you're grounded," and I would fucking still take off, or I would still be smoking weed, you know? And so, like, that's kind of, like, I guess maybe where it kind of came from, too, because I was constantly getting in trouble. And I was just like, fuck it. Like,
you know what, though, man? I mean, I think what you're doing is just, if I can say, like, for example, at that age, why were you selling cannabis? You wanted to make money, right? And you wanted to have a business. Right,
I guess I was influenced. Yeah, I mean, I guess like I wanted. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was
like
cool.
Right now,
yeah,
like today, I went to a store and I got weed.
Yeah.
I bought weed at a store. You were just ahead of the game. I mean, you were doing it before it was legal, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you know, I admire that in you, brother. I mean, it's
Thank you.
a great, you know, what is it called? Entrepreneurial mindset. And you know, like I have some experience also with being non-compliant.
Yeah.
And I know there's some people in my family that are young, like, you know, 5 to 12 or 16, and yeah, they're really pushing the boundaries. But I like that in a person where they're like, it doesn't really matter what the law says or what people tell you, but you continue to do what you think is your path. And you know, it's a shame that, you know, you were treated this way, because like I said, nowadays, if you were going to sell marijuana, that's a respectable business nowadays, right?
You want to know what the funniest thing of it all? Fucking, so I got in all this trouble. My whole fucking high school fucking was hell because I like to smoke marijuana. Help keep me sane. Now, my mom, she makes edibles and fucking makes
Right?
fucking hash and makes fucking honey oil and fucking eats it and sells it. And it's like, wow. Like, and I mean, I've asked her before.
Yeah.
I've asked her, so how do you feel? What do you think? How do you feel that you took all that weed from me and you put me in so much trouble, and look at, like, now you're over here selling it? She was speechless, nothing to say. Like, like that's one thing I think about too. Like fuck, what if they would have just been cool about it? Cause like I know some kids that, hey, their parents were cool about it. Like what if they were cool about it? Like how would my, you know, like. But you can't think like that. At the end of the day, you can't think like
Well,
that.
I think at
How
that
my
time
life-
too, the legal status.
Oh yeah, no, it was
not,
it was bad then.
right, because
Yeah,
like if
it
you
was
had
bad,
cannabis,
yeah.
then
it were, yeah, it
it's
was
a
whatever,
problem.
even just
Arrested.
even just a little bit, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But it's a shame. I mean, I know like there's like people that are in prison still today for marijuana related
Yeah, it sucks.
charges, but now since the laws changed, they're still
in
serving.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I think it's a problem that the control is at that level where they're, affecting people's lives and for like you know I don't know, I get a little overwhelmed thinking about like how to like there's this whole system. Well, no, I mean it's like, yeah, that's so easy to say that, right? Because that's like the first thing I think about. But I was just thinking today, like I told you, I just moved back to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It's like my thing right now. I keep talking about it, but because man, it really is like profound for me to be here. And
well, yeah,
and
you're
to
living
see
in the
all
jungle,
this.
bro. You're living in the jungle. You're living like in wilderness, like.
But what I want to say about it is that it's all up to capital. You want to start a business, how much capital do you have? You want to have some water, how much capital do you have? You want to eat,
yeah.
And it's like it's like that everywhere else, by the way. Everywhere I've been to, it's pretty much like that.
I feel you.
But it's weird how like I guess I just kind of coming back to your story that like, yeah, you got into all this trouble and now it's so legal and yeah. So we got to think of a name for your podcast.
I said Blessed in the West.
Oh yeah,
you
Blessed
don't like
in the
it?
West.
You don't like that one? Or what?
Maybe I smoked too much.
You don't like it
already.
or what? All
That's right, Blessed in the West. This is Blessed in the West.
What do you think?
You are now listening to Blessed in the West.
Oh shit!
Something
Damn,
like that.
record that shit.
It's recorded, bro.
Oh,
We could take it.
there it is.
We got to come up with your intro, everything. But so anyways, man, after that, what did you do after high school?
Oh shit, huh? Fuck. High school. After high school, well, shit, I didn't really talk about high school really. Like I was fucking up. Like I said, the weed selling turned into fucking. Sucks to say, but I was fucking breaking into houses to fucking sell the stuff, to sell weed, to fucking sling weed. Like I had a drug dealer, I had a weed seller that I would fucking trade him the stuff.
And maybe you don't want to say this on the podcast.
Should we cut it out or what?
Yeah.
Can you cut that out? Or
Yeah,
what?
we'll cut it out.
Yeah. So after high school,
Yeah.
I was I was just doing construction. I had my girlfriend at the time. Shit went bad right there. It's a long story. Fucking yeah. Pretty much just my baby mama. I didn't know at the time though, so we ended up breaking up. Found out later I had a kid with her, 2 years old. So that fucking was fucking another little trauma,
Yeah, you mentioned this the other day that you didn't know till later on that you had a child with her.
That was another little fucked up part of my life that traumatized me and shit.
Well, what was that about? Do you want to talk about that?
Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. It is what it is. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Pretty much fucking, yeah. I mean, we were together like kind of through high school and shit, end of high school. And then around our 20s, we kind of separated. But we were still like hooking up, whatever. And then, yeah, she ended up getting pregnant. And she thought it was some other dudes. Like, she fucking went with it. She's like, So, I'm not going to lie. That shit fucked me up. Because I was like, fuck. Because at first I thought it was my kid, too. So, I'm excited. Like, oh, hell yeah, I'm having a fucking kid. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, like, nah, it's not. I don't think it's yours. Like, I was with this fool, too. I was like, oh, shit. So, that shit fucked me up, like, mentally, like honestly, like after that, I kind of got into drugs like crystal meth and fucking cocaine. And I was hanging around just like some fucked up individuals, like I really didn't give a fuck about my life right then, like, yeah.
And what made you start caring about your life again?
Fuck. what made me start caring about? I mean, well, I stopped doing all that shit because I wasn't my drug. Crystal wasn't my drug. Like,
Thank God.
yeah, thank God. Thank God Crystal was not my
You'd
drug.
probably be dead right now.
Probably.
You kept doing that.
Most likely, yeah.
I
Luckily,
mean,
it wasn't.
I'm sorry I'm laughing. I just,
No, it's all
you
good.
know, it's
I ain't tripping. Life is life.
it's just funny. I don't know. Somehow, like when I like today, I was thinking about like sometimes when you hit the bottom,
Yeah.
which you know, everybody does in certain points of their life. Some people it's whatever, you know,
Yeah.
they everyone has their own way to hit the bottom.
Yeah.
But there's something funny about hitting the bottom to me. And because you have to go up from there.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
You get to this point where it's like, fuck, man, I'm like, this is like, I need to get the fuck out of here. I need to like, you know, and there's like something funny about looking or being able, like for me, being able to look at my life and say, man, like, that was crazy to be in this situation, but now I'm like out of it, and I feel like there's even this like anger a little bit that I feel where it's like I get to this point where it's almost frustrating for me when I hit the bottom, and then I feel motivated. It's like my frustration turns into motivation, where I really, you know, like the messages that are coming to me are that that this is the bottom, and it's all up from here, and that little funny spot where it's like okay, boom, like.
Yeah, same shit, dog. I think the same shit. Shit be happening, fucked up shit be happening to me, you know, and I'm just like, fuck, like, just take the message, you know, like it's only gonna get better and shit gets better, you know, as long as you kind of just keep that positive energy. And
but you know, being in LA too, man, it is difficult to find the right people. You know, it's no offense or disrespect to people that are from here, but it is like. There are some kind of suppression happening here, like suppression of knowledge.
Oh, definitely.
And there's like this kind of like you ever meet a blind dog or like an old dog, and they're kind of grouchy. Well, or you know, they like snap really fast because they can't hear, they can't see that well, they can't fucking think that well. I get that feeling here with people, that it's not that they're, you know, they have a bad heart or anything, but it's that they know so little that everything and like these everything is a little more heightened, and people are like easier to lash out on somebody and to be that makes you know aggressive with somebody.
That makes a lot of sense.
And but I think there's also like the social pressure that people face here, where people are working basically to survive. And they're just like years of just trying to survive and survive and survive. And then boom, what I'm trying to come back to your story is like, you know, for people out there that are trying to like find help or to find people to be with that are inspirational, I feel like it's difficult here.
To find people that's like true.
Like good people here.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Maybe I haven't met them yet.
Yeah, no, but I could feel you on that one. You know, because like they say, like surround yourself with people you want to be like and stuff like that. You know. So yeah, I mean, for me, growing up, all I really had around me was just fucking like thugs. You know, like fools that fucking. You know, like just thug fools, you know, homies. So, I mean, that's just kind of how I was. And then I grew up, and then, in my like 20s, I started fucking joining the motorcycle club and became a biker. And that's who I surrounded myself with. And a lot of those guys are good guys. A lot of them have, like, a lot of where I'm at right now did come from some of my older guys in my motorcycle club, because they had the houses, and I know they came from the life that I kind of came from, you know. I mean, they've been to jail or whatever. I've been to jail like a couple times, county jail, LA, Twin Towers, whatever, but like nothing crazy. Fucking, you know, these guys, they've been to prison, so I know they fucking really went through it, you know, and they've gone through shit, and then I see them with their families in the house. So I admired that. So that kind of did give me that inspiration. So I wouldn't say that being like around like those type of people, or like being around in a motorcycle club, was negative in my life, or like they are not like good people, like, you know, because they're great people. They fucking have their lives together, you know, like They're not doing no dumb shit. But at the end of the day, like a lot of them aren't really like you said, awake or enlightened or like thinking outside of the box, like unprogrammed. You know,
There's
like,
just so many layers to this stuff, man. Like
yeah,
it's not just about, it's the food that you eat.
yeah,
It's like what you're putting into your mind, what your aspirations are.
yeah, like all that shit. Yeah, that's true. Like as when I started this, cause I started doing all this like yeah in January is when I got serious, you know, and they would trip out. They would trip out like what the fuck.
On what? What would they trip out on, or who?
Just the motorcycle my motorcycle club, you know, the people that were in my motorcycle club, they would trip out because like in January I stopped having sex and stopped drinking alcohol. Those are like my two. Like you said, it's about what you consume or whatever, you know, or what you do. And I felt like pretty much the mushroom trip pretty much told me like I don't know, this might sound weird, but like I'm kind of getting like you said messages, you know? I'm getting these messages like, "Hey, you need to do this. You need to do that." Like for instance, how I told you about my Instagram, how I've been deleting how I've deleted like 2,000-3,000 people from Instagram. But that's that voice in my head telling me, "Hey, you need to fucking," so like, you know, and like, I mean, it's like telling me like you need to make these moves so I could progress. Like, you know, like I didn't know what was coming, like especially like as far as like this comedy stuff and all that. Like I didn't know what was coming from it. Like I didn't even know I was planning on doing this, you know? But I guess it's just like the universe like, all right, you're doing this, like, so it's kind of like setting me up for like, as long as I feel like that's how I feel. Like I feel like as long as I'm doing like what I'm kind of being told, what I'm being led to, and I follow that, then I'm kind of like being rewarded and I'm on like the right path, you know? Cause like there's times where like I'll get these messages, like for instance, like eating pork. Like I'm trying not to eat pork. I've been trying not to eat pork for like a few months, but it's hard, you know? Like breakfast, everything fucking for breakfast is bacon, sausage. So it's hard. Like I wake up early in the morning, 6 in the morning for work, so I'm fucking so it's like fuck, like I know I'm kind of fucking up when I'm doing this stuff and I feel like even that holds me back sometimes from like what I could be doing because I'm like fuck, I know I'm not supposed to do this. So I mean that's how I kind of take life, like everything's kind of like I take everything kind of like as a message, you know. And
Yeah, man, I do the same thing. I was not eating meat for like 7 years, and then my wife started to eat meat, and then I just started to eat meat again.
but it's cool
You
though because
know,
you did your duty, you know. And as long as you know in your heart, like you're like fuck it, like you know. And
I don't think I did anything. It was
you
just
know,
no.
what was it? What was the reasoning or what?
The reasoning for me, I thought that it was a bit ethically cleaner,
Yeah, so you did your duty.
and also, but I mean, the
You felt good about it, right? Made you feel better.
yeah. But I mean, what do you mean by duty?
You felt better.
Yeah, I
You
did
felt
feel better.
better.
I did feel a little
You
better.
felt
But
better, and when you started eating meat again, did you feel bad, or did you feel like fuck it, like I went 7 years, and it's okay, like I could eat meat now?
I felt a little guilty. Yeah, I was like kind of
Do
thinking.
you still feel guilty?
No, well,
Or
yeah, I
is-
still feel
do you-
guilty.
you
a little
still
bit.
do?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, only because the meat that I'm getting is from like heavily.
Yeah.
Like I imagine
Like,
there's probably
fucking,
hundreds
processed,
of cows.
yeah, hundreds of cows.
Yeah.
Fucking boom, getting murdered. Fucking.
I mean, the murder thing I don't have a problem with.
so it's just
The problem for me is like how
how they're
I
being
don't know.
treated.
You know, the cities are growing people.
What do you mean?
Like, the cities are built to expand a population, right? So the system that we live in here in Los Angeles, this place, is like a growth of people,
Yeah.
right? There's a
Fuck,
concentrated amount of people,
Yeah.
and when you do that, look at the environment that you see here in Los Angeles. Where are the parks? or where are like the more natural places? There isn't any. Like in this kind of what would you call it? Like in the valley of like from Santa Monica to Riverside, and like kind of that whole area there. It's all just like like boom, gone. All of nature, no rivers, no springs, no like natural forests. Boom, houses, and they're growing people. And I'm trying to tie this into like what I'm trying to say about the cows, because like what I don't like is that same kind of vibe of like we're just here like growing cows. I'd much rather go to like find the meat somewhere else, like like somebody actually loves this cow. And or they don't have so many, like there's farmers out there, they have like 20 cows.
Yeah.
And they can kind of know which ones are which. Imagine eating a cow like that versus a cow that is just like...
You should fucking... you should order fucking from Japan. Get the A5. Have you
talking about Wagyu?
Yeah. It comes fucking certified. It has the cow's name, date of birth, all that shit. It comes
then I would be worried about the resources to get that piece of meat to me. Coming from Japan, so they have to like fly it, or it's on a boat. Imagine.
Fuck it.
My ideal situation is to have a cow, or to have a neighbor that has a cow or something.
Well, you do know there's places like there's a place in Chino Hills, or not in Chino Hills, but in Chino, in the farm area of Chino, where you could buy a cow or like pieces of cow and shit like that. And it's fresh. They kill it. Pick out your cow. Fucking boom. You'll be stocked for like a year, 2 years.
I wonder if you can kill it yourself.
That's probably extra.
Like I want to do a ceremony here, and like we want to bathe in blood.
Would you do it?
I would do it, but I wouldn't.
Because you're eating it. I mean, you're eating it, so it's not wrong.
I mean, look, man, I don't know.
It's going to die either way.
How much time we have here.
We're getting a little...
I think that killing the animal has something to do with the whole, like, energetic... Like, when you kill that animal, you're kind of, like, taking its soul from it.
Yeah, definitely.
And then, like, in like, imagine all the animals are behind you. And, like, you have your spirit animals, and... If you kill a cow that way, I think it like gets behind you and it becomes a
spirit animal.
A spirit animal, yeah.
Is that good or bad?
I guess neither. It's neither good.
Like if you're eating it, like Native American tradition is like as long as you eat it and you use the whole animal, I mean it's good.
Yeah, man, they had a beautiful tradition. Everything has a spirit. Everything has a spirit.
It does. Everything does have a spirit. You don't think so?
I do. I think everything has a spirit.
Yeah.
I forget. Don't always think about it.
Yeah, that's true.
But I do feel that, and I enjoy feeling it. But like I said, man, here in LA, I keep saying this because I've been feeling it. But, LA's a tough one, man.
You ready to get out of here, or what? Are you ready to get out of here or something?
It's an interesting place for me, man. I mean, I like it in some ways, but I really dislike it in other ways.
Where would you go, like if you're like, oh, I want to take off, or like?
Well, here, look, let me tell you something. One of the interesting things is that, let's say we have this supply chain cutoff. Let's say there's like this sort of end of the world scenario.
Okay.
Not like total apocalypse, but like let's say there's a famine, right?
Shit's
like something happens. Yeah. Imagine being in LA.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Like I don't know how many
chances
millions
of survival are like
done. Who's gonna get the food?
Whoever has guns.
Who's gonna get the water?
All the gangs.
Yep.
All the policemen.
So that's one thing that I'm thinking about. And ideally you'd want to be in a place where they're relatively self-sustained. So you have a place where there's cows, livestock, pigs, chickens, donkeys, horses, chickens, quail, all this stuff, an actual
farm. So you can survive,
So when things, when shit hits the fan, you got you got eggs, you
Fuck
got
yeah.
butter, you got bacon. Show keeps going. We got the solar.
Baby. Hell yeah.
And that's where I want to be, man. That's where I'm trying to set myself up with
Fuck
right
yeah.
now. Where that is, like geographically, I'm not sure.
But that's like your future plan, pretty much. Like you want like a little spot. Like
Oh
a
yeah,
farm,
man.
Farm type thing.
Fruit trees
Yeah.
and just a paradise
Oh,
of,
yeah. I
of
love it.
sustainability.
I love it.
Because yeah, like right now, let's say we walk out of the studio and Russia cut off the gas. You know, like no one has gas. Let's say,
Yeah.
boom, there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be wrecked here, man.
Oh, yeah.
And I think people are good. There are like really great American people, California people, but
When
it's
shit
just
gets real,
like
no.
in LA here, it's already weird.
Yeah,
It's
no.
like a weird
Once it's-
place here
once-
already.
Do you see how you seen how people got over toilet paper, fighting and all that shit over the toilet paper? So, for life resources, you already know it's gonna be.
Yeah,
that's what happened. That's what happened in New Orleans when they had the Hurricane Katrina. That shit was fucked up. I don't know if you heard about it, but
I heard about it.
yeah, people were fucking killing each other, robbing each other, fucking. So I mean, it'll be no different here. It'll be no different here. Everyone is gonna be the strongest survive. If you have guns, you're good. And even then, you know, like
Guns and money, probably in LA.
guns and money. Money will probably kind of even be irrelevant. It'll be useless. Stores won't even be open, you know, if it's at that point where shit's getting real like that. I mean,
Yeah, I guess the main thing is, I mean, think about what you do on a daily basis, right? You eat and you drink water and
Yeah.
you sleep. So in that kind of situation, you want to be where people are producing these things.
Yeah.
Because, when you go to the store, I mean, somebody's actually raising all those cows,
hell yeah.
growing all those plants.
I would be down for
vegetables.
something like that. That's smart. Smart.
Yeah, that's strategically why I don't want to stay here. But
So are you like a doomsdayer?
no, I don't think about it too much. I just, it's a possibility.
I think,
I mean, why would you want to get caught in something like that? I mean, especially the journey getting to that point where you're like, imagine the kind of mind you would have if you open your front door, and if everything like messes up, we got at least like 6 months of like
yeah.
chicken
That
and
should be no.
or maybe even more than that. If
longer. If you're smart, if you have 3, 4, 5 cows and
yeah
6 chickens, you're good for
and
life.
then, and it keeps
Yeah,
going too.
you're
It
good
doesn't
for
stop.
life.
So
Yeah, you're good for life. Like keep it going.
Like here in
those
LA.
6 chickens or those 6 chickens will quickly turn into 20. Maybe you'll find a rabbit somewhere out there in the field, catch that motherfucker, and bring him back. Yeah, I'm all down for it. Like I mean, like I said, like even right now, like I'm planning on getting like I want to get like a little like old SUV, like 4x4, and yeah, I'm just gonna be taking off into the mountains, and just go fucking chill for like a weekend or a week or whatever. And yeah, just go fucking learn how to self-sustain, like how you were doing, like
I
learn how to
wasn't done
survive.
self-sustain. I'm dude. I mean,
Well, like just learn how to
self-sustain-
survive, like learn how to like
Yeah.
survive out there and like really fucking. Oh, that shit's dope.
I will say, being self-sustained is not living in a van. That doesn't mean that you're self-sustained.
No, like I'm not saying. No, I'm just saying like fucking just living fucking life. I don't know. I don't even know. It's fucking. Oh, I seen what was it, that picture when you had your little tent and you said, what was it,
yeah.
like living
Yeah.
for a month and
And
a
yeah.
tent.
Yeah, dude, I
That
lived-
shit's sick. Like,
It's about 2 months. I lived in a hammock
yeah,
with a tarp over me. I had a little table underneath the tarp
yeah.
just to put some stuff there. But it was, even that, I wasn't self-sustained. I mean, I wasn't like growing stuff.
How were you eating?
I was cooking. I would go to the store. I'd buy food.
Oh, so you weren't like hunting and shit like that?
Oh, no.
There was a store close
No.
by?
There's a store about 30 minutes, 40
Walking?
minutes. No, driving.
Oh, you drove? Or you
That
just
time I
hitchhiked
didn't
or
have a
what?
car there. I bought a car here in LA for some shady people. You want to know how oblivious I am sometimes? to my surroundings. I show up to buy a car at this place, and there's like 7 dudes there, and like the first thing the guy tells me is that, you know, the keyhole on the car, it's like they put like plaster over it or something. And I said, what happened here? He goes, we're just modifying the car. I'm like, okay. I get in the car. I'm thinking, okay. I get in the car, and there's like the whole bottom of the steering wheel is like wires. And he says, okay, we just got to start it with the screwdriver. But we can't turn it off right now, because if we turn it off, the battery's going to die. And yeah, it's like, what was I don't know. I was, so we ended up not buying that car. Actually, I'm just telling a funny story.
Okay.
I mean, it seemed like the car was stolen.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you think that at all?
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't think that.
Bought it. I thought you said
No, I didn't end up buying that one. No, the guy was too pushy. I took it to the gas station, and the guy says, "Oh, let's put gas. You guys have any money?" And I'm like, "No." Like, I have like a couple of dollars, you know. I didn't like bring cash, you know. It was a shady operation, man. And on the way back, he was like, he's like, what do you think? You're going to buy the car? And I'm like, dude, I drive the car. You know, you're like, why are you looking at me? The road's that way. I'm like sitting in the back in the middle. I was with 2 other dudes. Shit, man, I don't even know why I was talking about that.
You talked about your car. You had a car up there. You bought a car.
Oh, yeah, we ended up buying a car. The car broke down, and we left the car in Santa Cruz or somewhere.
Oh, shit.
And then we jumped on a bus and went to where we were going, Northern California, undisclosed location.
Undisclosed location. I like it. Well, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that brings me to where I'm at now. Right now. Fucking, yeah, I'm trying to fucking get my life fucking on another path. Started taking mushrooms and going on, like, sick-ass hikes and shit. Fucking just camping out. Doing overnight shit, just being with myself, getting in touch with myself, learning what the fuck is what really matters, you know. And yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's been cool. Hopefully this comedy stuff goes good for all of us, and we're able to do something with our lives that we're really passionate about, you know, and that we enjoy doing, instead of having to just work a 9-to-5 job, like how we've talked about. Well, me at least. You're like,
no, I like working 9 to 5.
You're like, I don't do that shit. Fuck that.
I love working 9 to 5 for 20 years, and I'll retire. 40 years.
Fuck yeah, these motherfuckers want 30 years from me. Hell no.
Yeah, is that even living?
Definitely not.
I couldn't do that, man.
Yeah.
I can't even do what I'm doing now, and I don't even work every day.
So, yeah, I mean. But I think as long as we stay on our path, I mean, hopefully everything will work out, you know? I mean, all we could do is hope for the best, try to survive. And
yeah, I just want to say that I hope that people are authentic out there. I think there's this like way of being real with yourself and real with the people around you. And when you're in that mindset, you attract more authenticity to your life. And that brings like more power. And really linking up with other people is like a huge help. Just like being with positive people and you know, like really connecting with them.
Yeah, it's just unfortunately here, you know, like, so I don't even think it's just LA. I think it's like America in general, you know? People are just like so confined. They're so pushed. So much negativity is pushed into their brains that they're like, have no choice but to like be like hostile, you know?
I think it's the cities, bro.
Think it's the cities?
I think it's mostly the big cities.
Like maybe like the big cities, like America, like inland where they're living more like you know, like country areas where they're actually living on farms and shit like that. Yeah, of course they're more, but yeah, like big cities in America, like, I mean,
you know, the thing is, like, for me, it's not about like there's good people here, good people there. Like, I'm saying there's good people everywhere, but like what I was saying earlier about living in Los Angeles, there's literally millions of people here, and everybody is competing for the same thing. Everybody wants a safe place for their family, food on the table and fresh water and a relatively safe place to sleep. Everyone is in this, like, what, 100 miles or so spot.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to compete for the same thing. And there's like...
Fuck it, let's go to Vegas.
Vegas. That's another shit show.
Nah, it's pretty cool out there. Like away, like not on the strip, away from the strip.
That could be
pretty
cool.
cool out there.
Yeah,
It was pretty nice when I was out there a couple weeks ago. How I was saying, my friend, she has a house, nice little house in the suburbs, away from the strip, like 15 minutes away. 20. It's nice. It's a nice area. Houses have land. It's fucking pretty cool. And mountains right there. Like it's fresh air. You seen the video when I seen when the sunset was. I was like. Yeah, or the sunrise. I mean, the sun was rising.
For me, I need like drums and like circles of fire and
you
like
could put a better place
teepees.
to do it than Vegas.
I don't know. I like to be in more shaded areas, like wooded areas. I like the forest.
For sure.
I really feel good in the forest, man. I imagine actually I lived for about 2 weeks in a tent in the forest.
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
Oh,
like a year ago. Last year, I think. That's what I did for my birthday, actually.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah.
No. I can't remember. I'm bad with time. But yeah, yeah, man, it's incredible just to like wake up and to be outside and to just like live a simple have your little fire. I was cooking over the fire.
Oh, yeah.
I'd wake up, I'd cook over the fire. I mean, it's a struggle also. There's a lot of things that happen. Like the wind picks up and all of a sudden your whole tent is falling apart and water is getting in your tent and just like there's people just show up. There's like weird shit that happens also. But, like there's none of that feeling of like, like, I don't know. It's just this weird, back to what just really quick. I know we're about like an hour in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just feel like here in LA, like the people they're grown. People are grown here. And, it's like what you were talking about, the Japanese beef, you have the cow's name on it. And where it was at or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And like, imagine if you tried to do that with, 100,000 or I don't know, what are farms nowadays? Like 1,000 cows or something.
Probably, yeah.
It's
Depends,
basically impossible,
depends.
right? And I feel like it's that same thing with people. Like there's 36 million people in LA, right? Is that right? 360.
Sounds right.
After a while, it's just like another person.
Yeah.
And when there's less people, I feel like there's like a more appreciation for individuals.
Makes sense.
Outside of this studio here, probably thousands of people drive every day.
Yeah.
And it's like nothing. It's like, yeah, another person, whatever. Fuck that guy. Like that's my boss or that's my ex-husband or whatever. And like when you're out in the, like, there's no one around. You don't see anyone. So when you see a car come by, you're like, oh man, look, who's that? Somebody walks by, you're like, oh, hey, like, what's up? Like, I haven't seen one person all day.
Like you said, like all these cars drive by, like all day. And like, that's the routine, and you're like, oh, like it means nothing. Like none of them mean nothing. But let's say like, there's that area where there's hardly anyone, but every day, that like at 3:00, this car is going to drive by. At 4:00, this car is going to drive by. And maybe you get to know them because they drive by all the time and you start waving at them or whatever. So that's dope. I like what you're saying. I like what you're saying right there. I get what you're putting down.
Yeah, and then you have a cow that's grown like that.
Yeah.
So then when you're eating that cow, you're taking on the energy, that matrix kind of energy.
Yeah.
Of just another cow with a tag on its ear.
There's nothing, just piece of meat, kind of.
Yeah. But I think that's how people are here.
Soul is meat.
Not that their soul is
meat. Hey, fuck, it goes both ways.
There's just so many people here.
It's weird that right when I said that, like you said, that's how people are here, and hey, it's true. Soul is meat. People here in LA are soulless meat. Fuck it, is what it is. A lot of them, unless you really like, unless you really like unless you're not. Unless you have a soul.
No, like I said, man, there's good people
There's
here.
good
It's not like
people,
everybody,
but there's a lot of
just this like feeling of like.
But like you're saying, like this, like
I gotta, think of how to describe this. It's a new phenomenon for me.
You don't like soulless meat?
It's a little extreme for me. It's like telling people they don't have souls.
Yeah.
But I think everything has a soul. I just think certain people are not awake. They're not aware of the reality that they're living in. And people's minds are very narrow nowadays as well. People are so like in a different world. They get like hooked on their Instagram feed or Facebook feed, and that's their world. Whatever they say, that's our world. But I think we all have certain times in our life where opportunities will come and we can awaken or we cannot and stay asleep.
Yeah.
And certain people value comfort over other people that value diving into the unknown, working smartly, like, and like really just diving deep into your passions and like I think a lot of people don't do it because it is difficult, like it is easy to just get like a state job, be there for 30 years and just chill. It's so easy. You could do that. Anybody could do that. But to actually go out and pursue something that you really want to do, especially nowadays, like I was saying, you want a bottle of water, where's your capital? You have food, like geez, just to survive here, man, you gotta have like an income. And I mean, it's been like, it's not anything new. I'm not saying that like, oh, this is some weird thing that's been happening. It's been happening like for hundreds of years, if not thousands. But it's just, I think it keeps people from waking up sometimes. Like, let's say you want to do something here in LA. Let's say you want to start a business. How much capital do you have? How are you going to start you have your business license. You're going to have a storefront. You're going to want to buy a domain name. You want to have someone work on your website. You're going to work on your website. All these things take time and resources. And that's like, people trying to live in this, like, in this place. And I think there's a lot of good to it too. Like, obviously, if you found some success in it, you can buy like your land, you can enjoy yourself. So go Raiders.
Go Raiders. Fucking Raiders. Fucking Raiders. We gotta go to a game.
Let's go to our gig. We got our gig right now. We gotta get ready for our gig.
Oh yeah, huh? We got our gig. Yeah, so I guess we'll wrap it up. So I guess hopefully you guys listen to what we had to say.
Let us in your mind.
Yeah, fuck it. No, that's pretty much what I'm about, what this podcast is about, what we're gonna be doing here. If anyone's interested in joining, getting on, and they have a little message that they want to spread, feel free to hit me up in the DMs, Blessed in the West. And we'll go ahead and see if we could get you on and see what message that you could spread or see what arguments we could have. So it's Blessed in the West logging out.
All right, thanks, brother.